If you want it to be private, do a party popper. If you want it to be right now, if it's cool, do a clap. Okay, cool. Lexi, you're curing Rush, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll remember to do that.
Yeah, we just don't really have anything in there yet.
That's fine.
So, unless like what's it looking at like the Trello like in general or just like project for like Unity?
Oh, I would just open whatever you submitted and then go, okay, I see what's going on.
Oh, then never mind. I'm fine with it then.
Okay, cool.
Do Lexi work.
I don't believe I saw any party poppers then. So unless I see any party poppers, I'm going to just go through. Okay, let's look at Cloverleaf. I think I downloaded it already. I think there were 2 submissions as art update. By the way, if possible in the future, when you submit your files, I know that there's like 2 zips or whatever. Can you put those inside of like a bigger zip so I only have to download one thing? And so I know like, oh, this is my list of seven teams or whatever. Not a huge deal, just a future thing so that when I'm reviewing content, it's easier. I'm like a few people submitted 2 or 3 things. Is that right, Angel? There are 2 files, right? It was a progress report. I feel like it was progress report and this.
Yeah, I submitted my just art this morning because I forgot to send it to everyone. I'm sorry.
Oh, no worries, no worries. Am I correct in saying that it was these 2? In my memory, in the deep recesses of my memory. I'll about to find.
I don't know about the second file, but I know that this is my art update. Yeah.
Okay, and so these are all unique elements?
Those look so good. I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, I'm digging it. So the checkbox, the check, I believe in Unity, oh, I should do that stuff like checkboxes and sliders, right? I should probably show how those work. The checkbox, I believe, will be its own element because there is a checkbox UI object in Unity that you can use, and it says, okay, what's my checkbox texture? And you can give it this, and it says, okay, cool, and it'll just work. As opposed to like making a button that when you click it, it like swaps or something. You can do that too, but Unity has a built-in checkbox feature. So
okay, I'll switch that up.
Yep, just a suggestion. And I'll see if I can work in some mental note.
Oh, and also that's all the buttons together, but I did crop them and save them all separately to send to the group.
Yep,
I just didn't.
I believe you. I see they're clearly defined here that they're different, so I'm cool with that. It's only like when the UI is all like on top of itself, like as a composition. That's when I'll complain.
Oh, okay.
This I'm cool with. I get what you're doing. Makes sense.
Okay.
And this is the line work progress?
Yes.
Oh, and this is your color. This is your color selectors? Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm digging. Oh, I like the little boozly.
I wanted the familiar shards to look a little bit like they were drawn on like a little crudely, and then when you unlock the familiar, you get the actual good picture.
Oh, so would it like, is this crude? Or when you say crudely,
I'm sorry?
When you say crudely, do you mean like one of these?
No. Like if you go to the extras, like all the little familiar shards, the bat and rat and frog faces, like they're little sketch on a stone. That's
I get you. Okay, not like they're partially done art until you fully. No. It's that they're like runes until you get them.
Right, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm loving the art. Looks great.
Thank you.
Little honeycomb boy. Oh, poor butterflies. I thought I already saw a flower. Oh, I guess I did. Okay. And these are the whips.
Yep, these are the sketches, and I'm kind of changing them as I go. Like the sundew and the button were initially on the other card other card, the green one. Yeah, the sundew and buttons weren't initially there, but they match the theme better and they look better as assets.
Okay.
So
Cool.
I am kind of changing it as I go.
Yeah. This is a big scope, but I'm gonna let you do it because it looks cool.
Thank
So this is
all
what
on
I
the
mean, where
screen.
it's like if you had given me all the button assets like this, where everything's together, then I'd be like, oh, you need to separate them out. But it's obvious from here that they are separated. So cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, about the Cloverleaf screen, like the hill and house are on the same layer, but the
Okay.
sky is different, so we can have like if we want a little animation of like the hills
Oh
lighting
yeah,
in.
sure. You could even have like a sprite animation of the background, so it could like go from night to day, and like little meteor goes by. Something cute.
Ooh.
Just putting those ideas in there. Or you could have the meteor as a separate animation, just occasionally
Mm.
pops by. Something cute. Something that like this game is gonna have a lot of character. It's gonna
Oh,
rely
yeah,
on
I see
that
what you
character.
mean.
So
Mhm.
like what can even put on the title screen that like, oh, I'm playing a character game. Like, oh, this is gonna be great. Maybe even like just the cat running up and going in the house, like jumping on the roof and then like going in the chimney. Like something cute.
That would be nice.
Yeah, boom, boom, boom. Get this. And like these are the types of conversations where you can get your group together and be like, what's something fun we could do for the screen? And we're just gonna pick one thing because I'm not doing all of them. So like yeah, just picking something fun and just grooving along it.
Hmm.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, a lot. Okay, so you got a lot of cards you got to do. Cool. Okay, your character customization screen.
That was the worst, having to separate every single little thing as a button. But
I mean, and keep in mind, a lot of these could be procedural.
too late.
Too late now. I'll take your word for it that it's going to be beautiful without having to be procedural. Because like you could have made one white button, and
Oh, right.
and then for each one you just set the color of the white to something else. So then if you ever need more colors, you just add a new button and it's done. As opposed to like having to go, just a suggestion. But I'm sure what you did was great. Sure what you did was great. It's just a lot more work.
Yeah.
But yeah, either works. I've seen both. Like if they want some specific style, you know, they can export it as its own image. But if you do everything grayscale, then you can multiply colors over it in post. And, you know, everything can be consistent, but also like you can slightly tweak stuff if you don't like it. It's all good. It's all good.
Right.
I got you. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I wouldn't know offhand how to do like procedural these things. What are these things in this context?
They're little hair clips.
Oh, hair clips. Okay. I can dig it. Yeah, those you would have to have unique art, obviously.
Hmm.
That'd be cute. Yeah, a little snail clip. Okay, cool. So that's the progress so far. Was there, I think there was a tutorial to-dos. Checkboxes, sliders. A lot of my work is actually character customization UI, so
Ooh.
I'm coming into it from my work perspective, which might make it, I might be thinking too big. Okay, so boom. Boom. Is the group submission stuff working for y'all? Is it fine?
Yeah, I think that's really nice to see what's been submitted and to just add to the whole group.
It's very helpful. So you don't have to
Mhm.
like send each other everything first and then be like,
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
you guys
so
can
it's
just.
not
I
like
thought. I
when-
thought last week we established that adding something new just overrode what was already there.
I thought so too, but then
I
it
don't
didn't.
think
do
it-
that
I
to us.
didn't do that to us.
Yeah.
You can,
No,
yeah.
I didn't do it.
okay.
I think it might depend if you like do it at the same time or like, I don't know. I'm not really sure. I think if you like add something before someone else like finishes editing something or I don't know. I don't know. Moodle kind of sucks anyway.
Yeah, we can all agree that Moodle sucks. Yeah, I thought the same thing, Sarah, but if it doesn't, then cool. Maybe it's a setting. Maybe I changed some setting somewhere.
But, eh.
Yeah, I don't know.
But then it's like if you want to all be in one zip, then we can't just add to the zip once it's in Moodle. So that would still require downloading it and re-uploading it.
You know,
and-
that's true. That's Melissa, right? Sorry, it doesn't show me it's
Yeah.
talking. Yeah, yeah, I agree. Huh. Well, if yeah, I'll make it's fine. I'll make an exception. If it's easier to just throw stuff on to add on to it, cool. If it's a feature
Can't
that
you download
consistently
it as a zip
works.
though?
For me, I have to download each submission individually. Like I see two things and I have to
Oh.
download it. It would be nice if that was a feature in Moodle, like Google Drive does that.
Good.
Are you guys using is Cloverleaf team using GitHub or no?
No.
You guys are all
Nah.
local. You're all like near each other.
Yeah, we all live in the
Yeah.
same building, so it's not
Okay.
difficult to get
Okay.
in touch.
Okay.
Yeah, to get the files and everything. We see each other daily, so
Okay. Cool. Where should I start?
Well, I just added the start screen, so that's a new thing. I didn't put the buttons on yet because I forgot that it is necessary for a start button to progress to the next scene.
just a little important.
It's just a
tiny
little,
bit.
maybe a little important.
Okay, that's looking good. I'm happy with the anchors. Let's look at this. Cloverleaf. I'm happy with those anchors. Me likey.
Hooray! I'm glad.
Um,
I feel like I finally the synapses were firing when I was finally putting those layouts
Only thing
together.
I might say is like maybe you want a little breathing room, like 0.2 to 0.8.
Oh, it's gonna because you still have it on play. I think it's gonna.
Oh
not-
yeah. I mean, it's not my
Yeah.
project. But I'm like, that way, yeah, maybe it'd get. This would be about iPhone 4. Well, relates. Whoa. Stop it. Let me move you. This is iPhone 4. And that's like iPad. And then this is like iPhone 10. Get out of here. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that was just personal taste. Me going like, oh, maybe it's 0.8 or something. But yeah, if it works, it works. I agree. The only other thing I might do is I noticed at the bottom when I shrank it down, we started getting a breakdown of the art. And so I would create a looping texture of perhaps the grass, and I would apply it to the bottom so that no matter what size the screen becomes, it's fine. You could even do, this is so everybody learns. So everybody's here. That's why I'm doing it now. Let's add a UI. Let's add an image. And I'll put it with your BG. Where's the BG take up? I assume the BG is everything. And so this is under the BG. If I put it above, let me make it take up the whole space. So okay, so that's BG. Start tile node is here. Okay, so I want it to be here. So now the image is at the lowest point, so it won't cut off anything else, but it will appear down here, as you can see like this. Am I a liar? Oh, what's this white? Where's that white coming from? Is that this? Oh. These should be, is this not preserve aspect? Uh-huh. Yeah, how would I solve that? For this type of background, I'd probably have, okay. Here's what I'd do. Duplicate. I'll put them both in the back. I'll call this BG top. Maybe even BG flat bottom. BG flat top, because it's just going to be a flat color. Nobody's ever going to know. It'll be our secret. The top is going to be from 0.5 to 1 to be the top of the screen. And the bottom is going to be from 1 to 0.5 to be the, wait, am I flipping it around in my head? From 0 to 0.5 and 0.5 to 1, yes. Okay, so if I were to solve this problem, because I don't know what mobile device they're going to be playing on, then I'd take my top texture and I'd say you are this blue. And then I'd take my bottom texture and I'd say you are this green. Boom. And then it'd break down on the sides. So you'd probably want, yeah, this would be a composition question. Like, how would we stretch out? I'd probably make the cloud texture a repeating texture so that I could set it up and say, and have you done repeating textures with UI? I talked about it a little in the menu making section of my lab a few weeks ago.
I'm familiar with it. I would have to refresh, but yeah, I could definitely do that.
So if we have a repeating texture, then I'd go to the texture here and I'd say, instead of clamp, wherever it is, clamp, repeat. And then you would put it only in the top half of the screen behind everything else and make it shape the whole thing, and it wouldn't stretch out because it repeats.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's what I'd do. But to solve the top bottom issue, what I just did is valid, but it doesn't solve if the background ends up being smaller. Yeah, I hope that was helpful.
It was.
Okay, cool. So we got that. There's another screen, right?
Yeah, on the menu scene, I reformatted some things.
Oh.
Damn it, why is the bottom one overlapping? Oh my god.
What's overlapping what?
The bottom, like, bar UI there, you see that it's sort of overlaying the floor. How do I stop it from doing that?
In other words, are you saying you want it to be like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so if I were to do that, well, one, all this stuff, I would imagine you could do it as UI, but you could also do it as a 2D environment, like a scene that the camera is looking at, and then the UI is on top.
Okay.
Those are two different ways to do it. You could get away with that. In this particular case, you could get away with doing it in UI. If I were to solve this problem, I would do more repeating textures of this floor pattern to go down to some point. On screen, how do you have this set up? Layout bottom. So I'm confused why the layout bottom. Hold up. If I turn this off. Yeah, so where's this purple line?
Oh, I guess it's not its own object. I added it such a long time ago. It's the old, like, sketch. I guess I would have to make, like, an image to replace that.
Oh, there is a purple line somewhere. If I turn this off.
It might be attached to, like, the home screen object itself. I can't remember where I put it. It was like week 2 or something.
Yeah, when I turn this all off, let's see, it goes away. I turn all 3 of these off. Oh, is this an image?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what's going on. Okay, so it is always on top. So from that perspective, you're okay. I'd probably add a repeating texture for the floor and a repeating texture for like maybe like rafters. And then I would add for each of these layouts here. Let's take a look at them. I hope this is useful for everybody. So I immediately noticed that this is not taking up all the region that it should. So I would recommend probably, is it scaled or something? The home, yeah, that thing's all like this, okay. The layout, okay, it's like that. We've got our show up floor. I would expect this to be, you got your horizontal layout group. Oh, but it has spacing. If I set the spacing to 0, then control child size, width, and height. Yeah, okay, so that's what in reality it's trying to shape itself to. So if I were to go from, oh yeah, it's going from 0.03 to 0.04. Okay. So in this case, maybe I'd make it static. So it'd be stuck to the bottom and be a height of like 100 and have its anchor point. Because on different devices, you could just, it's okay if it's always the same pixel height, as long as it's always in the same consistent location. So let's go to scale, or I want to go to pivot, and your pivot is going to be on the bottom of you. And then I'll zero out the pause by. Boom. And I'm trying to sort out why it's spacing stuff out weird. Oh, because you see how it's like, it's taking up this much space, but then the item in it is getting placed on the left. So
okay.
Because their pivots are all, okay, so if I do this. Yeah, so their pivots were on the left-hand side top. So let's go in there and make them all 0.5, 0.5. All right, so now we've got a little layout there. Let's maybe 120. And I think I liked what you originally had, which was, 0.1 to 0.9. And I think I'm looking at it in reverse. Boom. And one of these textures is not centered or something. Oh, I see. So they're all slightly different sizes. See how this one is 183 by 252. You know, if you don't care that they're not like squared out, that's okay. If you do care that they're not square, how like some of them are different widths or whatever, then you would want to look at it more and massage it more. Okay, so now that I have this object, I could potentially, I'm gonna duplicate this so I can have a background element. So here's this is my new grid. I'm gonna put this in the grid. I think it's already set up. Yeah, so I can delete these ones. They're not connected to anything, right? Obviously, I won't do this for everybody's project. I'm just doing it for the first one because I saw the problems. And I hope that these are educational for everyone. And of course, if there's specific problems that you want me to look at, I'm happy to look at them. It's just like, oh, I see these things. So now we have this object here, and I want to get rid of this. Boom. So now this is my layout group, and my top element here can have a background image. So I can say UI, image, take up the full space, boom. Make this, instead of 0.1 to 0.9, make it from 0 to 1. Zero out my sides. Make this from 0.1 to 0.9. Bloobity bloobity. And this can be from 0 to 1 now because my parent is the thing that's sized. Background goes on top. So now this thing is on the inside and this thing is on the outside. And I could give this a color, like I think I saw like a pinkish. Where's my, there. A pinkish, and as I kind of see through. You could do like that or whatever. And now, no matter what my game size is, whoa, why does that keep happening today? See how it's like always there?
Yeah, that's much better.
Bim, bam, boom. So when I post the video, that's hopefully that gives you a direction to move.
Definitely. And
Yeah.
perfect timing because I have to leave for work right now. So
Yeah,
I
get
have
out,
to-
get out of here.